Ladies and gentlemen, this is the YouTube channel vlog show of inspiration and realness. Also, this is the YouTube channel vlog show of positivity, personality, and fun. This is Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977, and now the perpetrator of these shenanigans, Big Beefy E himself from his Big Beefy Man Cave in New Bedford, Massachusetts, Mr. Shenanigans himself, and the two-time Chilling 3000 2022 End of the Year Awards winner, Eric M. Lima. Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer, sir. Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome to yet another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. And it's episode 754. We're going to give you the results from the Great American Bash. This just recently happened. It's already done. I've already, if you checked out my picks and predictions, well, let's just say it's been a crazy deal. Let's check it out. It kicked off in the kickoff show. Mackenzie was hosted by Megan Morant, Sam Roberts, and Matt Camp. And Mackenzie Mitchell was interviewing Rhea Ripley about how Dom's chances of retaining the NXT North American Championship, and Rhea Ripley's got confidence in her Dom. Then during an interview at DreamCon with Emily May, I think that's her name. She was interviewing Roxanne Perez, but then Blair Davenport started something with her. Both women were brawling. We're brawling at Dream.com. Everybody was trying to separate them. Then Mackenzie Mitchell also interviewed Baron Corbin about his feelings taking on Gable Steveson. Then they had the 8-person tag team matchup with the team of the NXT Heritage Cup champion Nathan Frazier, Dragon Lee, along with their female teammates Valentina Feroz and the lovely Yulisa Leon, to face the team of the Metaphor, which consisted of Jakara Jackson and Lash Legend, along with Oral Mensa and hello. Hear me now. I got a ridiculous haircut. And I feel so depressed. Not even naked pictures of Alicia Fox could help me get out of it. Instead they gave me my own Heritage Cup. That dummy, Noam Dar. It was a heck of a matchup, and then Wesley, Nathan, and this was a heck of a matchup. Dragon Lee, Nathan Frazier, Valentina Feroz, and the lovely Yulisa Leon picked up the victory over the Metaphor. Then the main card, the NXT Tag Team titles were on the line as the Gallus Boys, that would be Wolfgang and Mark Coffey, accompanied by Mark Coffey's brother Joe, to go up against Tony D'Angelo and Channing Stacks Lorenzo. The family, the D'Angelo family, the Don of NXT, and the Underboss. And this was a heck of a matchup. Even Joe Coffey tried to get involved a couple of times. But in the end, ladies and gentlemen, the winners of the match, and we have new NXT Tag Team Champions. That will be Tony D'Angelo and Channing Stacks Lorenzo. Forget about it. Okay, the Underboss, the Underboss, they did it. So they have done it. So and Ariana Grace, the daughter of Santino Marella, says that her baby, because she's dating Channing Stacks Lorenzo in real life, is a champion. So congratulations to the family, and this is for you, Tony D'Angelo and Channing Stacks Lorenzo. Forget about it. Forget about it. You know, Stacks, we should talk to Owens and Zayn. We can get their belts too. Forget about it. Anyway, gotta love them. Then the Weapons Wild match was next. Roxanne Perez and Blair Davenport going one-on-one. These ladies just beat the you-know-what out of each other. And it got to the point it was scaring Roxanne Perez's mother and sister were sitting at ringside. Her sister was like crying. But in the end, though, Roxanne Perez beat the snot out of Blair Davenport and picking up the victory. And if I were Tiffany Stratton, if she retained her title against Thea Hale, I would watch your back. So then it was another matchup, Gable Stevenson and Baron Corbin. This matchup was wild to the point where this matchup was wild to the point where they both got double counted out, and they were still beating the crap out of each other. Security had to separate these two, and Gable Stevenson then walked away, walking tall. Mackenzie Mitchell interviewed Lyra Valkyria about the matchup against Rhea Ripley. They give her a lot of confidence, and then JC Jane blindsides her. Both women are brawling to the point where Dominic Mysterio and Rhea Ripley walking by, and Rhea Ripley was laughing and pointing because that's what I was waiting for. So, mommy. All right. So that led to the North American title defense of Dirty Dominic Mysterio of the Judgment Day, accompanied by his mommy Rhea Ripley, going against Wesley and Mustafa Ali. And this match was so crazy. But in the end, Dominic Mysterio retained the NXT title. You know how I feel about that? That's how I feel about that. A little pooped. That's how I feel about it. Anyways, so Dirty Dom's going to take that title to SummerSlam now. This is going to be interesting for sure. Mackenzie Mitchell interviewed Trick Williams, and Trick Williams is hyping up Carmelo Hayes, saying he'll beat the Mad Dragon himself. Then the NXT Women's title in a submission matchup. And these two ladies went at it. And Tiffany Stratton, I think, caught, finally learned a submission hold. The Boston Crab. But unfortunately, it took Andre Chase to throw in the towel. And that would be a submission victory for Tiffany Stratton. Thea Hale tried to fight it. Thea Hale's like a ball of energy, dude. She reminds me, it's like the Ultimate Warrior and the Berserker rolled into one, man. It was a little crazy, but a little bit more sane than either gentleman. Got that burst of energy in that one. But in the end, Tiffany Stratton did win the matchup. Dragon Lee was greeting his teammates with victory, high five, and he said, "Well, I gotta go. See you later." And then Rhea Ripley says, "To want to be Rey Mysterio," and then Dominic Mysterio was running his mouth, saying his dad's a deadbeat, yada yada yada. And Dragon Lee's like, "You disrespected your father, the real Rey Mysterio." I think Dragon Lee and Dominic Mysterio, Dragon Lee did make a promise to Rey that he'll beat Dominic Mysterio for the North American title. So that could lead up to that. And then last Tuesday, Schism was upset about losing the matchup. And so, whose idea of recruit and everything else, a little interrogation about who would cost him the matchup. But everybody, I think I got a hunch that the Creed brothers were probably behind it. You never know for sure what is going on. Well, they may have left NXT. I think the Creed brothers were playing a little bit of mind games if they didn't know Schism cheated to win that matchup, kicking out the Creed brothers. And the NXT title, Carmelo Hayes nearly dragging out this matchup it was a barn burner fight, man. I'll tell you one thing. It was just a fight, but in the end, Carmelo Hayes retains the title. So I'm 3-3. For the whole card, the clean kickoff, I'm 3-3, and the one tie would be because neither Stevenson nor Corbin won the match. So, and that is something to. It's like I said, it's a crazy deal, man. Let me tell you, it's a crazy deal. I give the overall card 3.5. It was half good, but it had some great quality matches, but. No other shockers or anything like that could happen. But either way, it's all good. So that's it. That's the results from the Great American Bash, ladies and gentlemen. Episode 754 of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977 is complete. I'm going to upload this video. Then I'm going to try to get some sleep because tomorrow we'll go back to work. And tomorrow is the final day of July. There'll be a couple of videos I got to do. The Martindale Monday and State of Shenanigans address for the month of July 2023. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your night. And until the next episode comes rolling around, Mr. Announcer, take us home.
That is all for today's episode of the show. This is Mr. Lima speaking for Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. A Big Beefy E, doer for Bob Saget production, and in association with A Sweet Bowl for Raving Dingleberries Telepictures and Distribution. Thank you for watching another great episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. Until the next episode, goodbye for now.